All right, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. I am going to work on a no-name brand hatchet, but it has a name brand holder. Heiser. Hang on, let's see if I can get a. Anyways, I'm gonna try to. I can salvage. I mean, it's not going to be the best leather, but I'll clean it up, save it. This thing, this saw no use. Look at that. The blade is almost brand new. It is brand new. This thing here, I am definitely going to stick it in my vehicle. This is, for those of you, it looks like they used it as a hammer. It's pounded on the back here pretty good. I've said this before, I have rescued somebody with an axe before, and I've seen a firefighter cut top of a roof at an accident scene before, and so I carry one in all my vehicles. I carry a hatchet or an axe in all my vehicles. I have pulled 6 people, 5, 6 out of cars. So I've always been in a real good position to do things like that. But these things are just cheap ones are worthy of just having in your vehicle. Trust me, even if you don't use it, it's there. Anyways, I'm gonna clean this up, make it look good, presentable. Man, I don't think it was used. I think if anything, it was more abused. It's not sharp. Well, yeah, I guess it is a little sharp. It's just the blade part wasn't used. Like I said, they used it as a hammer. Man, they deformed it pretty good right there. I don't want to take that much metal off. I think all I'm going to do is clean that up. I'm not going to reshape this. For those of you, you can if you want to, but this is just going to be a good usable tool. And my channel is not on restoring things to factory perfect or better than brand new. Most of the things I clean up and make good usable out of it. And one, this thing's dirty, and it's still a good usable tool. And I want to bring it back to where it's presentable and usable. All right, next step, go to wire wheel, I guess. I wish I had a name on it. I hope there's a name under that rust. We'll see. That's a fiber wheel. I believe this is a 400 grit fiber wheel. See what it does compared to this is the original side. That's the side I just went over. And they're inexpensive. You can buy these fiber wheels for 15, 16 bucks off Amazon. They fit on your bench, on your grinder. Put a wire wheel on one side. I buy these wire wheels, these brass coated ones from Harbor Freight. I find that I like these out of all the ones that I've used. 3 different brands, this seems to be the best. They all throw needles. You have to wear eye protection because you see the needles there? They all throw needles. The Norton brand threw needles really bad in the very beginning. I mean, it was the worst one. So these are cheap, inexpensive. I get them locally. I bought the bench grinder for like $10 out of the pawn shop, I think, maybe 15, $10, something like that. So it doesn't take a lot to clean a few tools up. It's easy. And you don't have to polish. You can use a fiber wheel and get that quality of look to it. So let me finish this and then we'll look at it. I might polish it. We'll see what we got. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've changed my mind in the middle. These dents and dings right here, I'm gonna see how much I can take out. I'm not gonna take out on the side. You can see where it's kind of wedged out a little bit. I just wanna do the top face of it. You can see where someone used it as a hammer. But anyways, see what we can do with that. All right, I'm gonna polish it. Wheel's pretty clean. Don't have to. If I was gonna clean it, I'd take a Sawzall blade. Well, here, I'll show you. That just fluffs it up. I'm gonna use red. I'm out of black. You can. I can't really tell much difference between the red and the black. Polishing, the machine came from Harbor Freight. It's like $39, $49. The wheels they sell out there, multi places, everywhere. Our industrial supply store, our welding store here sells them. These polishing wheels are inexpensive. The whole setup here with the other fiber wheel, I got a 320 fiber wheel right there. This setup, I probably got 60 bucks in it. So I'm just showing you that you don't have to have a lot of money to do this. There you go, nothing real super fancy. I mean, it's not best polished, but I'm gonna finish it. I just want to show you what you can do with cheap tools, cheap equipment, used equipment. This polishing wheel over here, this unit, it's used, and I think I bought it out of the pawn shop for 20 bucks. All right, next I'm working on the handle. I'm going to use an all-purpose cleaner just to wipe it down, and I think I'll go back over it with carburetor cleaner. The carburetor cleaner I found, especially on the East Wing hammers, it softens it up a little bit and brings the original color back. I don't know if he'll do it on this, so it gives it a luster. I'm gonna find out in a moment. I'm gonna test the spot. Really wasn't that dirty. Now, let's do the redneck carburetor cleaner test here. Do it on the bottom just in case, because sometimes carburetor cleaner will melt plastic. Oh, it's cleaning it off. Actually you can feel the rubber again. Okay. Cool, see? Oh, sorry. I'm looking at it myself. There's like a shellac on the bottom of it, and then a speck of paint, white paint. I'll try one more spot. Hang on a second. Yeah, it's not hurting it. So I was worried that, like I said, sometimes the carburetor cleaner, yeah, that's dirty. Sometimes the carburetor cleaner will take plastic and melt it. Yeah, it's discoloring it, but it's taking stuff off of it. The sticky and whatever's on it. Alright, I used carb cleaner first, and then I'm going back over with this lanolin. I found this, it's Walmart brand, it's a white lanolin cleaner, hand cleaner. I found that this, I don't know if it really rejuvenates the plastic, but it sure makes it feel better. And there's a melted spot right there. It's like hard, crusty right through there. So I don't know if you know, laying on a hide item or melt, I don't know. Who knows? It's hard to say. But it is hard and crusty. But I find the lanolin works really great on this rubber. Brings it back soft. I wish you guys could feel, but it really is good. But there's where it's melted. It's hard as crusty right through there, right to about there. It's weird. It's almost like a hot wire or something hit that. But this is what I do normally to all my rubber handled hammers and stuff. After I clean them with carb cleaner, I go back over them with some lanolin, and it seems to work very well. Like I said, if you find something you use, you like, you don't have to take my word on it. I mean, there's guys out there that, you know, have their different stuff. Like Scout Crafter's got that 50-50 stuff. I've tried that. I'm not a big fan of it. You know, if you find what you like, you use it. Number one, transmission fluid, I stick it in my vehicle. It's too expensive. I don't like it. I don't know what it is about it. But anyways, everybody has something. You know, I use a certain wax. I find a certain product I like. I use it. It's like carburetor cleaner. I've been using carburetor cleaner since I was a kid. I mean, literally 12 years old. I remember Dad using it. We used it for everything. Now, that part of it's pretty well clean. Let's work on this little, man. I don't know a lot about leather, line head restoration. Shout out to Ryan, but at Lion's Head Restoration, he does a lot of axes and hatchets and stuff, and he does leather. His leather work is good, really good, because I suck at leather work. I know enough to be called stupid. That's, you know, leather's another one of those art forms that it's kind of like sharpening knives. Everybody thinks they know how to do it, but when it comes down to it, yeah, I'm not good at that either. Everybody thinks they know how, but they really don't. I'm not going to be using a Dremel on this. I thought about cleaning it off with a Dremel. I have some leather material, or some leather cleaning products, but I find this all-purpose seems to work pretty good. Man, if this was factory made, they did a good job. Well, I guess it is because it's got a name on it. Now look at the dirt. J.H. Heiser maker, Denver, Colorado. I'm gonna have to look that up. Ugh, look at that. Look, that's dirty now. The items that this hatchet came up from the estate sale, online estate sale, and there again, from the information I got from the estate sale, the individual had passed away. He was in his 90s, early 90s, and he'd been retired for a couple decades at least. So some of this stuff had been sitting for God knows how long. Man, there's a lot of dirt on this. And I could be pulling stain out too. I don't know. What do I know? But this was sitting in a bucket of junk. I saw the handle and I thought it might have been a hammer or a hatchet, so I went ahead and bit on it. Holy smokes. I don't think I'm taking dye off. I think that is just... Oh shoot, I got the back end dirty again. God darn it. That's what I get for being stupid. Boy, this is going to be... I wonder if I can get a bristle brush. Yeah, look at the stuff coming out. Oh yeah. Oh, 10 times better. Using a brass brush. Don't know if I should, but that's what I'm using. Sounded good when I grabbed it, when I reached for it. I've got some leather conditioner in the house I use for my boots. I might go ahead and get some of that and try that on this now. Yeah. It's bad. I make a mess and then put a new tool or clean tool right on top of it. I'm going to scrub on this a little bit more and then go get the conditioner and see what that does. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I had a let's just say it, I had a dumbass moment. I was cleaning this and realized, duh, I was taking the black stain off, not the dirt. I did take dirt off initially, but then I started taking, this thing was stained black, and I'm getting down to the brown. I just had a stupid moment there. Anyways, I don't have anything to really condition leather, and I've done this before. You guys can yell at me all you want. I'm using this lanolin hand cleaner. It doesn't splotch. I seem to have good luck with it, so that's what I'm using. You don't put a whole lot on there, you just rub it in and just take your finger and just work it. That's what I've done. It seems to work. I know there's homemade remedies with olive oil. I've heard that before and things like that. beeswax, making different, well, I don't have any of that material. I have this lanolin, and obviously it's soaking in. See, it's already dry on this side. It's not splotchy. It's not making anything really, I need a dryer towel, sorry. It's not really doing anything damaging it. It's definitely softening it. It's got a real nice texture to it. I wish you guys could feel, but I'm using lanolin hand cleaner. So that's, I mean, you guys, I'm somebody out there, Lionhead, Ryan, let me know what you think. It seems to work for me. It's I guess the leathers have oils in it, and that's what I'm doing. I'm putting some oil back in it. I thought I had some leather conditioner. I think my wife used it all. It doesn't matter, this will work. I'll do this a couple times. And like I said, you can see it's evaporating. It's the leather's absorbing it. And it doesn't take long. I think a couple more coats, and I'm going to leave it like that. I just want to keep it from cracking. You can already see where it's starting to crack and split there, split there. Put a little more while I'm talking about it. Like I said, this is my poor man's way of conditioning leather. Is it appropriate? I have no idea. But it works for me, so let's go to this. See, the other side's already absorbing in pretty good. Yeah. See? No splotching. I know sometimes when you can put conditioner on certain leathers, if it's really, really old, it'll leave splotch, like patches. The reason I know is because I've done it. This seems to work very well. Look at that. And it's evening out. If you notice, the brown spots are kind of gone. It kind of blends the stain together. I don't know if it's really doing that. Who knows? All I know is this is what I'm doing. It works for me. Got a little piece, little bit of that lanolin in there. Well, it'll dry up. It won't hurt nothing. All right, let that sit for a minute. Well, while I'm here, might as well put a coat of wax on this thing. I use this I use this for everything. I use it on furniture when I build cabinets. I use it on glass. I've said this before, when I went to body school, auto body school, the instructor we had then at the time, he waxed every glass on the car before it went out the shop. That's just something he did. He said it's better than Rain-X, it lasts longer. So that's what we did. I still do that to my vehicles today. You do, until someone can prove you something different. That's what I do. The way I was taught, a lot of the old timers I worked with over the years, I've had really lucky in some of the people I've had the opportunity to work with were really good to me. This is a quick, easy, nothing fancy, nothing left over. I got stuff on my hands and I'm getting it all over the handle. You know what? Hang on a second. I lightly touched it on the belt sander, and I didn't show that on the video. I wish I would have, but there was no nicks or anything in the blade, so. Lionhead, there again, I'm giving Ryan another shout out, but Lionhead Restoration does a really nice job of sharpening his axes and hatchets. I am not that skilled. But trust me, that's sharp. It sticks to my razor, my fingernail. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I got lanolin still oozing out of the handle. Look at there, no name. As far as I can tell, nothing super fancy. I don't think this is Chinese made. This is old enough to where this may be Taiwanese, or it may be, I do know there was some manufacturers in the United States that made stuff for craftsmen that did not put a name on it in the early days, in the 60s and 70s. So with this handle, I'm thinking it's between 60 and 1960, mid 60s to mid 1980s. Guys, let me know, tell me what you think. If you look, there's a couple of dings there. There's a nick there, and then of course I didn't take all of the dents and dings out of it right there. I could have done more, and there's a swell spot there where they overhit. They struck on the side. It's usable. It's a good used tool. There's nothing wrong with this now. I think if I just keep it clean, wipe it down if I need to use it once in a while, it'll be fine. This, believe it or not, J. Herman Heiser, and it's Heisser. He started a leather business in Colorado in the 1800s, 1880, 87, somewhere around, or even before that. He died in 1904, and his sons kept the leather business going until, I don't know, like the late 70s or early 80s. I guess they're well known for their gun holsters and their saddles. So, and I guess there's people that collect this stuff. There's a lot of information about this leather work. I guess he was very, very proficient. Did good work. Anyways, cleaned up the buttons real well. Now I have a really nice, good quality. Oh, I just realized, I know I didn't screw it up. I thought I screwed up my button. Come on, snap. Oh. Am I missing part of the, oh, I am missing part of the button. Oh, there it is. Ah, dummy. Shoot. I'll leave that in the video. Another one of my aha moments. What do I know? I'm rednecking this stuff anyways. Now, if I take a punch and punch that, if I take a punch and punch that down, let's see, I've got, now, if I take a bet if I take a small enough socket on that, yeah, I don't want to do it with the hatchet inside there. All right, let me work on this. I'll be right back. I don't know diddly about leather punches and stuff, but I bet I can smash that down on there and cap that. Let's try. All right, I got it on here over the horn of my little homemade anvil. See if that works. Oh yeah, and it doesn't come off. Okay, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where I'm at in this video. I had stopped several times. But anyways, I think this is either, if you look real closely, it's all one solid piece. So it's not a true temper. It might be a Globemaster Japanese, that or a Stanley. But this could have been made in Japan. And that's what I'm thinking, because I know the early Japanese tools, they are kind of like the Chinese are now. They don't mark their tools if they don't have to, because they're embarrassed. Nobody wants to buy them. But the actual truth is the Japanese quality was pretty good back in the day. And this is 1970s era. Pretty sure every one of them I saw were dated in the mid 70s, late 70s. So you guys tell me what you think. Where do you think? And you can tell where it's hardened. They did a good job of hardening it. You can see the marking where it's hardened on the end there. So they did a good job, it looks like. The leather is good quality. I repaired everything, cleaned it all up, so I have a nice, good quality tool. And like I said, I got it out through the estate sale, and I got a little bit of nothing in it. I think I bought that bucket for $11, and I've got some good stuff out of that bucket. So I think I did just fine, because I seen these for sale from $18 on up. So with the asking price, some of them as high as $54. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think. Nice little salvage tool here, something usable, cleaned up really nice. I can get my life, it'll last my lifetime easily. And like I said, this is going to be in one of my vehicles. I'm actually making another toolbox for my truck, so this will probably go in that toolbox. More than likely, this will probably go in the pocket behind the seat. I think that's where this will probably go. All right, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what you think. Would you have wasted your time? I think it was well worth my time. It cleaned up well. Turned out to be a good quality product. Don't see anything wrong with it. Somebody abused it a little bit, but at least they didn't damage the blade. Tell me what you think, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Subscribe if you like. Channel's all about old junky tools, bringing them back to a good, usable condition. Y'all have fun now.